You come and rescue that person. You didn't save that person's life?
No.
I mean, no.
Listen to me. If that person had to die, nothing I did would make that person survive. Okay? It's the hand of the eternal.
Nikki, so then why go help in the first place? Just pass. Just go about your business.
No.
Just go about your business.
No, you do what you can.
Exactly, which is to save the person.
No, the ultimate result is the creator.
So if you're
the creator worked. It wasn't me.
So if your child is in a fire, for example, and you as the mother, you go in there, you pull the child out, you didn't save the child?
No.
Your own child?
No.
Nikki, so you just stay there and pray.
Listen to me.
And God will.
Listen to me. You do what you have to do, but at the end of the day, it is the eternal that actually worked and saved the person.
Do you believe? Do you believe in the spiritual?
Yes.
You believe in the spiritual? Eh?
Yes.
Do you believe in the physical?
Very much so.
So, but they have to go hand in hand, Nikki.
Exactly. But I did my part.
So,
and the spiritual aspect came into being, meaning that the higher power worked. But we take all the credit. But no.
But Nikki, you have to do what you can see.
Do you think doctors can heal you? They don't. They don't heal you. You go, you let them do what they have to do, and after that. No. The ultimate healing comes from the eternal one, and that's just my opinion. That's
the spiritual aspect of it, Nikki.
Yes.
Because let me tell you, when I sick, I say, let's say I have a toothache. I say, Father, I have a toothache. It's hurting me. It's hurting me, and so forth. You know what? What he tells me?
Tell me.
I have put a dentist over there for you.
Exactly.
For him.
Exactly.
Let me tell you.
In fact, he won't even respond to you. He won't respond.
I'll give somebody else that I maybe.
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, it's almost like you saying, Lord, I need to take a shower. You're there waiting for God to do something to send you to the shower. You have hands, you have feet, you have a brain. The same things that you can do for yourself.
I understand. You do what you can do, like I said, but then never think that you did this and you did that. It's like a cooperation. You understand, like a collaboration between you and the higher one. That's it.
So if Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world, right, happens to be in St. Lucia one day, and he gets caught. I gave the example of the car thing a while ago there. Maybe he's kidnapped or something, and you saw what was happening. And you call the police, you tell the police, hey, I saw this guy getting kidnapped there and whatever. And you find out later that's Elon Musk, and he comes and says to you, thank you very much for saving my life.
I'll tell him, listen, I don't think I'm the one who saved you. Believe in the higher power. It was just a little corporation.
He'll tell you, I meant to give you $1 billion, but since you say that,
no, that's okay.
I'll make a donation to the churches.
No, it'll come in another form. That's okay. I like your humor. No, seriously, Andre, I always think, okay, for example, when my daughters are ill, right, I always say a prayer for them. And more often than not, either they vomit or they go to the bathroom or something, and they're like, Mommy, thank you. I'm like, no, don't tell me.
What you say, Nikki, when your children are sick, what do you do?
I say a prayer.
And you don't do anything? You don't do anything?
Like what?
I don't know. You pick them up, give them some tea to drink, or you rub them, do something.
No.
You don't do anything? You just sit there, you just pray and say.
Yes, and then either they throw up or they go to the bathroom.
No,
I'm telling you.
Okay, we have another call. Good morning. Thanks for holding.
Hi, good morning, Andre.
Good morning to you, sir.
It's not all the time I think I will agree.
And say good morning to Nikki as well.
Why am I invisible?
Nikki.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning, sir. That's okay.
And I'm saying it's not all the time I agree with you, but this time I'll give you 100% mark for that.
Who?
Nikki.
Oh, Nikki.
What she said concerning that it is the higher one that always does everything through us. Because a lot of times we give ourselves all the credit, leaving nothing else for God, which empowers us with our gifts.
Indeed.
Everything we have, everything. There's nothing that we have. We are nothing, we are dust. We are there because of the mercies and graciousness of God. Our skills, our talents, as God called it. So the talent to be a doctor, to be a pilot, to be a this, is meant for us to harness it together, for us to get that equilibrium that we're supposed to get. But because of selfishness and greed and everything else, some people believe that there are more people than others.
Yes.
So the lawyer believes that he should get more money than the guy who sweeps,
Yep.
the guy who picks up the poop, the guy who is the whatever. They believe that you are lowly and I'm this. The doctor believes that I should get $100,000 a month, but you just sweeping, man. You can get $5 a month. And that's where the inequality comes in.
Very correct.
Unless we don't recognize that God empowers us with everything, this world will never ever.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question. Although I guess we kind of moving away from the topic, but let me ask you a question.
We're not.
Let me ask you a question. When Jesus Christ returns, okay, and he says he's going to come with his gifts and so on, he'll be rewarding his faithful servants.
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect to be rewarded the same way Paul will be rewarded?
Let me tell you something. All of us will be rewarded.
No. That's not what I asked you. That's what I asked you.
Saying.
My
We will
my
be
question to
rewarded
you,
the same way.
Tale. My question to you is: do you expect to be rewarded the same way that Paul will be rewarded?
Yes, Andre.
You expect to be rewarded the same way that Paul is being rewarded?
What is the reward? The reward is eternal life in heaven. You know, everybody.
Yes. But the Bible makes it very, very clear that God is coming with his rewards. Plural, not rewards. For those. In fact, remember he told Daniel, "You'll go and rest. Okay, I will give you your reward at the end of the age." That's there. So who should take credit now for that?
Andre, you have to take credit for what you get. Okay, the greatest reward.
No. I'm talking about Daniel. Who should take credit for it? If he says, "Well done, you did well. I'm going to bring my reward for you." So I'm asking you, because you're saying as though like everything we do, as though like we're not supposed to take credit for anything.
Oh my goodness!
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Of course, that's what he said.
No,
Andre, but
it's
God
a collaborative effort.
It's God is ultimately working through you, and you have the choice to allow God to work through you. If you don't allow God to work through you, nothing will happen. God has to work through you for you to do the greatness that He wants you to do.
So when you,
if you reject it, that's your choice, because that's what God gave us. God gave us the choice, and we can reject it or not.
Okay,
but
my
once
brother.
we decide to do it, God is ultimately the one that did it, and we have to thank God. And Paul said that too. I am nothing. He said it. Everything I do is
but that has nothing to do with what within the context of what we were discussing, which is we getting praise for things that we do. You saying as though like it's not us. I think that's what Nikki's saying as well, as though you don't deserve any praise for anything because ultimately.
No.
So what you saying?
You get it wrong.
No, I think you have it wrong.
People usually do. People say I did that.
But of course they did, but they did it. Caller.
Through the eternal one.
Where's your proof of what you just said there?
What do you mean?
No, you heard me. Where's the proof of what
Where's
I think?
the proof?
You said through the eternal. Where's the proof of that?
The higher self.
Where's the proof for that?
What do you mean? Where's the proof?
Yeah, but you're saying something. I keep saying that to you, Nikki. You have to be able to support what you're saying.
No,
so I'm asking you.
Sometimes you have no proof, but it is.
No, don't answer for Nikki. Let Nikki answer.
Andre, that is just what I believe.
You see?
And I'm not gonna. That's what I think.
Exactly. So,
and that's okay.
My point is that it doesn't mean that you are right about those things.
I'm not.
Paula, thank you very much.
Listen.
So that just goes back to what we talked, and I deliberately allowed that to go that distance. You know why? Because it's exactly what we're talking about.
Andre,
do not
let me ask you a question.
hold on. The question is, do not be unequally yoked. That's what we're talking about. So you see the back and forth there right now. Because you're on another level, I'm on another. It doesn't mean I'm on any high level. Don't misunderstand me. I'm just saying we see things so differently.
Which makes it beautiful, because in your quiet moments, yes, you will think, and who knows? Honestly, these things awaken certain things within ourselves. When you hear certain things, it gets you thinking. And I think being unequally yoked is a wonderful thing. It wakes you up. It shakes you up. You think. That's what I believe. There's nothing bad about being unequally yoked, The thing with being unequally yoked spiritually is when people want to force this on you, force that on you. But I'm telling you, it creates upheaval within. It awakens you. Certain parts of you are shaken. And I think that's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing.
You said there's nothing bad about being unequally yoked. Right.
No.
So, again, where is the evidence of what you're saying that there's nothing bad in being unequally yoked?
That is just my opinion, and
here we go again.
And I'm sure billions of people think that way.
How do you know that?
Because I know. simple. Let me tell you, you have absolutely no evidence to back up that there's a higher power, but that doesn't change the fact that there's a higher power. We go on a lot of things that we were taught. Okay, we are fueled on.
So hold on. You just said that I have no proof that that there is a higher power. You believe in a higher power. What proof do you have?
It's there. I feel it.
But if I can easily say I don't feel it.
No, that's okay, and that's okay.
You just said a while ago
I feel it.
that there is no proof. That's what you said a while ago.
No.
So I'm asking you the same thing.
Listen.
You said you believe in a higher power. So where's the evidence of that?
I feel it. According to the female caller, the only female caller we have today, gut instinct. Okay? Let me tell you, listen, let me show you, let me give you proof. Me being on this program, okay, the lower part of me could never do that. It's something higher in me that is propelling me to do it. I guarantee you that. Me going on a stage, I could never just do that. It's the higher power doing it for me, through me. I promise you that. And the caller that just hung up there, I like the point that you made. You actually said that we are being used by the higher one. And I'm not going to change my view.
So when people go and do bad things now, are they being used by the higher one?
Andre, listen.
Hold on.
No.
When somebody, hold on. When somebody,
good and bad. You cannot run away from that.
No, you just said that you believe that people are being, God is using people to do things. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
So I'm saying, when fellas take aircraft and go and blow up
there are two
twin
forces.
towers, so is God is using them to do that?
There are two forces.
I'm asking you a question because
Andre,
you just said that God
two
uses
forces.
people to do things. That's what you said.
Yes.
Right. So did God use people to go and kill people like we have?
Who knows? Because look at the Bible, the good book.
Who knows? What do you mean? Who knows?
Listen to me. That same Bible, okay, the God, okay, used people to kill one another, okay, to purify, to eradicate bad, right? So who am I to say that God is not using people?
Where did you get that?
Where did I get that?
Yeah.
Andre,
tell me.
listen,
I mean, you said hold on. You said that God used people to do bad to people. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
Right. So where's the example of that?
Let me tell you. Look at the newborns, right, that were killed. Okay. Look at all the newborns that were killed. Why was that? Why did that happen?
The newborns that were killed. You're talking about in Jesus' day.
Yes.
So you're saying then that God had made the king do that?
Why not?
So, folks, you see what we're talking about? The being unequally yoked thing? You see how we're so different in our views and our opinions and those kinds of things?
But it's not a bad thing.
So,
it can cause you to think and it can cause
you know how frustrating that is for some people?
Yes. Because they're not well-grounded.
Especially if you bring in, like, for example, evidence and facts and things like that. Okay, say one person is bringing evidence, bringing facts and so on, and you have the other individual now just speaking from the top of their head and saying, that's what I believe, like what you say.
Yes.
That's what I believe.
But guess
I
what?
feel it, things
Facts
like that.
can
You know
change.
how
There's
frustrated.
nothing cast in stone, huh?
I'm not saying I'm frustrated with you. Please, I will never be frustrated with you. I'm just making the point, right?
I understand.
Which is in line with our topic for today about being unequally yoked. You see the issues that come with this thing?
Andre, let me tell you. Sometimes we are put together as being unequally yoked to get results. But guess what? The ego kicks in and we refuse to see.
Who puts you together with an unequally yoked person?
Let me tell you. Sometimes that's what is needed to get you to be a more enlightened person. But we're not seeing it, Andre.
No, but isn't that a choice that the person is making, their own choice?
Yes.
Right. So what do you mean?
Let me tell you, behind choices, I believe there is a mastermind.
Okay, hold on. We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, greetings. I just calling to side with the young lady that talking there, where in the Bible you said God never said people could kill one another. When Moses came down the mountain with the 10 commandments and he saw the people worshiping a calf, what did God say to him?
Oh.
You tell us, my friend.
Yeah, well, he told him to kill the people that was not worshiping him. Wasn't that in the Bible?
No, God didn't say that. Moses did that.
Moses
But
did
who
that
allowed
on
him
whose
to do
behalf
it?
he do that? On whose behalf he
But
did that?
I'm just responding to your statement. You said that God.
Yeah, but-
Hold on, my friend. You said that God told him to do it. I'm telling you that's not the case.
So who told him to do it?
But you calling with your point now. You ask me a question.
Yeah, but you said it's
So you
in
see-
the Bible.
you see the problem?
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. that
But I'm
God
asking you. But you
killed.
said something that is
It's
incorrect.
On behalf of God, he did.
Well, okay, fine.
So
Say
when-
that, but say
when-
that. But don't say
listen,
that God
listen.
told him to go and kill the people.
Okay, so when the Amalekites and when God sent the people to kill the Amalekites or what their name are.
You don't even know how to pronounce the name properly, caller.
Yeah, but listen, he make the people go and kill people to take the land for Israel. Is it not in the Bible?
You
All
ask.
the giant people when we sent the 12 spies and all of you know the story, you know your Bible better than me. So you should know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so you want me to know what you are talking about?
But you get the point anyway.
Yeah, but you get in the point, Andre, you're just trying to drift away from the thing. But God always send people. So when in the same Bible said, I made good and I made evil,
Exactly.
what he's talking about?
Yes. You
What
cannot
you talking about
two forces
Yes,
coexisting
yes,
together.
that's a fact. Yes,
And the
that's a
fact
fact. But
so
that
if
has nothing to
human
do.
So he said he made you in his own image and likeness, and you are both good and bad. in
Yes.
you. So are you not of God? Are you not the same good and bad? Because he made light and he made darkness.
You cannot
right?
have one without the other. You
I
just
don't.
can't.
I don't even know where all this is coming from. To be honest with
Well,
you.
that's
Okay.
awakening for you.
All right.
For me?
No,
Anyway,
no.
For me?
Generally.
Okay, my
the
friend.
young lady understands, so I know where my point is.
Thanks
that
for
is
calling.
valid.
No problem,
Yeah,
my friend.
all right.
Thanks
Thank
for calling.
you. Yes.
Alrighty, bye bye.
I wanted to say in the scripture that you read, it spoke about light and darkness, right? But you cannot have one without the other. Sometimes somebody comes with light to actually infiltrate another person's darkness. So unequally yoked is not necessarily a bad thing. It's how we perceive it and what we allow it to do to us.
We have another call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Andre and the lady.
Yes,
Good
good
morning
morning
to
to
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, but what I realize is like you're going through that, you've been there, and then I will second with the lady, no, Andre.
I am allowing it to make the point, caller. Okay,
Yeah, all right.
the point. The program is about being unequally yoked, so I'm allowing it.
All right. Okay, I might call with the lady. You know why? There's a certain part in the Bible where God asks, I cannot remember, really, to go and destroy a certain place and to destroy everything, everybody that there. And I think one of these fellas had hid some money or some gold he took, and he was hiding it, and things was running against them, and they had to get him, and he had to confess, and they had to kill him too. So what you see? What you see in this? I believe you know a little Bible about that.
That was about Sapphira and her husband, right? I think they had stolen stuff.
Yes. All right, and they were not supposed. Not to
Yeah,
even
they were
kill
not supposed to do that.
and nothing to destroy that
Yes.
nation entirely.
But they took stuff, yes.
So what-
Sapphira.
so-
Sapphira, I think, yes. And her
But that's in the
husband.
Bible.
I can't remember the husband's name at the
But that's
at
in the
time.
Bible.
Yes.
But I'm not sure what you're referring to there, caller. I'm really
Well, maybe a pastor should call and.
no, but if you the same thing I keep saying, if you're going to be calling to make a point, be sure you have all your facts.
Yeah, but Andrew, sometimes things just come on you, and you know what that.
No, it's true, I think I remember.
But I'm not
that
sure what
story.
he's
I can't
referring to.
remember. There was that city that they went and
Anyway,
plundered.
very nice talk.
Okay, my brother.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you. Thank you.
Do some more research.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Nikki.
Question:
Mm-hmm.
Can a couple who are spiritually unequally yoked still be successful? A resounding yes. Very challenging, but
After
yes.
all what happened
After everything
for the
that-
last
yes.
40 minutes or so.
Yes. It still can work, yes, definitely. I'm positive. I don't know anybody off the top of my head, but I'm sure yes. And I wish somebody would call and let us know that yes, it's possible. Because it is. I mean, there are exceptions to every rule.
Well, exceptions to every rule. That is true. I agree with that one. But as I said, I allowed it to go the distance.
No, definitely. Just to prove
the
how
point
difficult it can be.
for people who are of different beliefs and so on.
Yes.
Right. Okay, let's just squeeze in a final call. All right. Good morning.
I just want to say, listening to the whole show, I think it explains everything between Nikki and Andre. It's impossible. That's my final thought.
All righty. Thanks for calling.
You guys were an amazing example. It can't work.
That's my point.
Well.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you very much. It's true. It's true.
No,
you
I
have
still
those
think
differing. Listen, that creates so much frustration in the relationship.
We allow it to, Andre.
Yeah, because we're human at the end of the day.
We allow it to.
Okay. No, don't act as though. Don't act as though we are perfect. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. Tale. We're not perfect. And by virtue of the fact that we're not perfect, we are going to get frustrated. I'm telling you, you're trying to reach somebody, you're trying to explain something. Look, you have these people calling there, for example. All due respects to them, I'm happy that they called. They're calling and they're talking about something that they don't even know the facts in what they're saying there. So imagine you going back and forth now, arguing with somebody who's saying something that they're not even sure about. You, for example, you're saying how you feel and it's your opinion and yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, but then the other person on the receiving end needs to understand that this is just me, okay? And that doesn't have to interfere with our relationship. That's what I'm saying. We allow it to do that, just like the politics last week. We allow it to do that, but it doesn't have to be that way. And that is where topics like this one is geared at awakening people and making them realize that, listen, my beliefs do not have to sabotage our relationship. It doesn't have to, It really doesn't have to. I know we have very deep-seated beliefs, and that's okay. But you don't have to allow it to affect a relationship up to a point where divorce takes place. No, I think we're more powerful than that.
Okay, Nikki. We'll have to leave it there.
Definitely. Yet another interesting one.
Interesting and exciting topic. Until next week, Tuesday, same time. Thank you very much, Nikki. And I say good morning again to Shamak. Hope all is well with you. That you'll be with us next week. It'll be interesting to hear what he had to say on this particular matter.
I know. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
All right, folks. So this has been Love Zone. Thanks for listening and thanks for viewing. Up next, we're going to be having Hard Drive. And the Love Zone was brought to you the compliments of Susie's Variety.
You are the guru of groceries. You have a heightened awareness for lower prices. You journey to find freshness and variety and quality brands. And you have an acquired taste for specialty items. You want to set a good example for your followers. And that's why your higher calling is Susie's Variety Store. 2 stores that beat the giants on pricing, variety, and quality. Susie's Variety, small store, big love. Located in Cantonment, Vieux Fort, and Bois d'Orange, Gros-Islet. Telephone 458-4161.
And this is Rev-Up St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on X, we'll take a little break and come back to you in just a moment for Hard Drive.
You're listening to Rev-Up St. Lucia, the Alpha Up Radio.